Hello everyone. So in today's video we are going to study about flower, parts of flower and what is pollination. So firstly, before starting what is pollination, we'll be studying about flowers and its parts. So as you have all studied in your earlier classes that flower is a reproductive part of a plant, right? थ्रू फ्लावर अ फ्रूट बिकम्स, है ना. फ्लावर बड़ा होके क्या बनता है, एक फ्रूट में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है. सो हाउ डज अ बिग फ्लावर कन्वर्ट्स इनटू फ्रूट, हाउ डज इट मेक सीड्स. So in today's video we are going to answer all the questions. So let's begin. So as I have given you an introduction about flower, so now let's study about parts of the flower. So let's study from the bottom side. So first part, this part as you can see over here, this part is known as pedicel. This part is known as pedicel, or it is also known as stalk. This is also known as stalk of the flower. Stalk, S-T-A-L-K, stalk of the flower. Now the next one is sepal. Sepal are the leaves-like structure on the flower, as you can see here, right? These leaf-like structure are known as sepals of the flowers. Okay, these protect the flower, the parts of the flower from getting damaged when they are in the form of bud, right? जब flower बहुत छोटा होता है, so you have seen that it forms a bud-like structure. This type की जिसको हम कली बोलते हैं. So these sepals protect it from dust and from getting damage. Alright, so second one is receptacle. This part, the swollen part that connects the pedicel to this part is known as receptacle. This receptacle is also known as thalamus. This receptacle is also known as thalamus. Alright? This part, this swollen part is known as thalamus. Next, we have two main parts or two main reproductive parts of the flower, that are stamen and pistil. So, as you can see here, these yellow strands, these are known as stamen, and this main swollen part, as you can observe here, this green part, one second, yes, so this part you can see here, this is known as pistil. Now I'll tell you the process of pollination. So as you can see over here, that what is pollination? Pollination is a process. Pollination is a process of transfer of pollen grains. Now these pollen grains are present in what? Are present in male reproductive part. And what is male reproductive part of the flower? It's stamen. So we can write male reproductive part, RP, is equals to what? Stamen. Male reproductive part is stamen and female reproductive part is pistil. We can see that male reproductive part stamen and female reproductive part pistil. Now stamen consists of two sub parts. मतलब ये पूरा like stamen है, तो इस stamen के भी आपके दो अलग अलग parts हैं. उनका नाम है anther and filament. Those are anther and filament. Now as you can see over here, this yellowish part, this strand like structure, this is known as filament, and the swollen part जहाँ पे ये आपको ऐसे दिख रहा होगा ना, ये वाला part, this part is known as anther. Now this anther is a rich source of pollen grains. pollen grains are stuck with each other and forms a anther that is connected to the filament. Clear? So, as stamen is done. Now let's study about the parts of pistil too. So, as you all know, as I told you, that pistil is the female reproductive part of a flower. So, pistil also consists of three subparts. Those are stigma, style, and ovary, and one pollen tube also. But we don't consider pollen tube as a part. Alright. So, firstly, as you can see here, this part is known as pistil. So, this part over here, this swollen structure at the above, at the top of the pistil, is known as stigma. Stigma is very sticky in nature. Now I'll tell you later on when we'll study pollination that why stigma is so sticky. Next is ovary. Ovary is the bottommost part that is connected to the receptacle or thalamus, and this receptacle or thalamus connects ovary with pedicel. Alright. So ovary, and the path between stigma and ovary is known as style. Now I'll tell you the function of style also. Now this ovary, like here you can see, yes, so this ovary is a rich source of ovules. Matlab, like this is ovary. So here you can see that there are some sac-like structure over here. So now these have some seeds or female gamete present in them, and these are known as ovules. These are known as ovules. So male gamete is equals to pollen grains, and female gamete is equals to ovules. Female gamete is ovules. Right? So now let's study the process of pollination once again. So as I told you that pollination is a process of transfer of pollen grains or male gamete to pistil and especially to ovules. So this process of transfer of pollen grains from stamen to pistil, especially to ovules or ovary, is known as pollination. Now there are two types of pollination: self-pollination and cross-pollination. Now these two type of pollinations are not that hard. Self-pollination is a type of pollination in which pollen grains are transferred due to water, air, etc. And cross-pollination means like an organism, like an insect or human beings or birds, animals, etc. are used to transfer these pollen grains to the pistil of the flower. So self-pollination, we use biotic components of the environment, and in cross-pollination we use organisms. We use organisms such as you can understand. Now what is else? As you can see here that there is a pollinator. Now this pollinator in cross-pollination act as an agent. So what is pollinator? Pollinator is an agent or a medium through which pollen grains are transferred to the pistil, especially to the ovules. मतलब कि एक ऐसा प्रोसेस है जिसमें पॉलिनेटर एक ऐसा एजेंट होता है या एक ऐसा साधन होता है जिसके द्वारा जो हमारा मेल गैमीट या पोलन ग्रेन्स हैं वो पिस्टल तक पहुंचाए जाते हैं, और पिस्टल में भी ओव्यूल्स के पास या ओवरी के अंदर. तो पोलिनेटर का सिर्फ ये काम है कि पोलन ग्रेन्स को ओव्यूल्स या ओवरी तक पहुंचाना, मतलब स्टिग्मा तक ही पहुंचाते हैं वो, और स्टिग्मा के बाद इसका प्रोसेस शुरू हो जाता है. सो दिस वाज पॉलिनेशन. अब हम पॉलिनेशन के अंदर क्या होता है, मतलब पॉलिनेशन का ये तो था फर्स्ट स्टेप. सेकंड स्टेप क्या होता है, तो सेकंड स्टेप हमारा होता है, ये अभी आ गए पोलन ग्रेन स्टिग्मा के अंदर. अब आपको पता चलेगा कि स्टिग्मा इतना स्टिकी क्यों होता है, वाई स्टिग्मा सो स्टिकी. So now these pollen grains have entered here. These pollen grains have entered here on the stigma. Now this stigma holds the pollen grain because it's so sticky. ये pollen grains को hold करके रखता है. Now what happens after a due course of time, a path-like structure inside the style is formed that ends in the ovary. ओवरी में जाके ये एंड होता है और ये ओव्यूल्स तक का रास्ता होता है. लाइक ये पोलन ग्रेन्स थे तो ये यहाँ से स्टाइल के थ्रू ये जाता है, मतलब ड्यू कोर्स ऑफ थोड़े दिन बाद क्या होता है कि एक पैसेज लाइक स्ट्रक्चर बनता है जो कि इंसेक्ट लाइक स्ट्रक्चर में एंड होता है. मतलब शुरू कहाँ से हुआ, स्टिग्मा से, पैसेज क्या था इसका, स्टाइल, और एंड कहाँ पे हुआ, सैक लाइक स्ट्रक्चर इन प्रेजेंट इन ओवरी. क्लियर. नाउ व्हाट हैपेंस नेक्स्ट, लाइक दिस पैसेज इज फॉर्म्ड. आफ्टर दैट व्हाट हैपेंस दैट दिस ओवरी, sorry, the pollen grains, these pollen grains fuse with pollen. Now these pollen grains fuse with ovule, means male gamete fuse with female gamete to form zygote, and egg cells, or you can say cotyledons. So what two things are formed, zygote and cotyledons basically, which gives when seed is formed. So when these all flower डीकेस, जब ये टूट जाएगा तो सिर्फ सीड बचेगा, और वो जब जाके सॉइल में बरी हो जाएगा तो फिर क्या होगा कि वो अब उसको खाना कहाँ से मिलेगा, बिकॉज इट डजंट हैव लीव्स टू मेक फूड, राइट. सो दीज कॉटिलिडन्स हेल्प इट टू गेट फूड फॉर द टाइम बीइंग. सो दिस वाज द प्रोसेस ऑफ पॉलिनेशन. नाउ द प्रोसेस ऑफ फ्यूजन. अब पॉलिनेशन का प्रोसेस कहाँ तक था, जब ये स्टिग्मा में पहुँच गया. उसके बाद का जो प्रोसेस है जिसमें आपका पॉलन ग्रेन्स ओवरी में ओव्यूल्स के साथ फ्यूज हो जा रहा है, उस प्रोसेस को हम बोलते हैं फर्टिलाइजेशन. दैट प्रोसेस इज नोन एज fertilization, means the process of fusion of male gamete with female gamete to form zygote or cotyledons is known, zygote and cotyledons is known as fertilization. प्लीज़ आप लोग zygote and cotyledons में कंफ्यूज मत होइए. अगर आपको cotyledons याद नहीं हो रहा है तो cotyledons को आप अभी के लिए स्किप कर सकते हैं. आप सिर्फ zygote को याद रख सकते हैं. You can only remember zygote because zygote is the main part of fertilization. Okay, so thank you for watching. This was from my side. Thank you for watching this video.